Hi there, my name is Cedric. I'm the head of the Software Technology Lab at Avnet Embedded. Welcome to our first embedded software session. You might be wondering what these embedded software sessions are about. Well, it's a video series where you can learn more about the different software stacks available on Avnet Embedded compute modules. And I will kick off this series with a very specific problem that as a software developer you probably know very well. Depending on the resolution of the display, the complexity of the UI, what needs to run in the background, it is complex to pick up from the beginning the right module with the right options. Of course, we provide demo images that are designed to help you in this journey. But these images include a limited set of technologies and cannot be customized to test your specific needs. But wait, what if we would develop a technology that could be programmed on our compute modules, a bit like the demo images, but that could be easily extended and customized to adapt to your specific needs? Good idea, right? And if I tell you it already exists and it is called SimpleSwitch. But why the name SimpleSwitch? Well, because in addition of giving you a lot of flexibility for your development, it gives you as well a way to create your application once and redeploy it on all our modules that are compatible with SimpleSwitch. Or in other words, it allows you to simply switch module and always use the same application without changing a line of code, even if you're accessing some hardware like GPIOs as SQC. So that's why the name SimpleSwitch, and that was SimpleSwitch in a nutshell. I guess you are a software developer, right? So I suspect you already have been on a project which starts with a feature set not so well defined and working in parallel of a hardware team who wants to pick up some hardware module right away to develop their carrier board. But how to make the right choice so early in the development process when you are not even sure what you are gonna actually develop? And of course, in a budget which is not infinite, so you cannot iterate 10 times. So all choices, they need to be made quickly. Well, with SimpleSwitch, you can prototype quickly an application with the most common frameworks like Python, Qt, Flutter, you name it, in a virtual machine that we provide and that exposes the same hardware interfaces as the one you will have on the different modules you order with your hardware team. So no need to wait for anything for you. Then instead of rebuilding different demo versions and to adapt them for every specific module that you want to benchmark, you will just need to redeploy this unique application you developed with SimpleSwitch on the different modules that were picked up by your hardware team. Icing on top of the cake, as part of SimpleSwitch, you have access to a store that includes plenty of Lego blocks to make the prototyping phase even easier for you. This store includes blocks to enable the communication between the different apps you are developing, for instance, like with a MQTT broker, different web browsers, several solutions to connect your device to a cloud, and so on and so forth. To understand how easy it is to use SimpleSwitch to develop software, with my colleagues at the Software Technology Lab, we developed a technology demonstrator. It includes an Avnet embedded display and several smart modules. The HMI was developed using Flutter and the backend is in Python. To enable the communication between these two applications, we use an MQTT broker, which we actually pulled from our store of Lego blocks. That was a good usage and a good example for that specific feature of SimpleSwitch. As you can see, I just switch between modules, but I don't change the SD card. So what's the magic behind it? Basically, we have base images programmed in the eMMC of the module, and then this image is different between the modules. But on the SD card, we only have one version of the front end and the back end. The reason why we only need one backend is Simple Core I/O. This technology abstracts the hardware. Since in this case we use a smart module, the abstraction layer exposes the hardware interfaces available on this module, always with the same names. If you are using an i.MX8 Nano or an i.MX8 M+, and even like an Intel Smart module, you will always have the same names. Of course, if you use Intel, you need to recompile. But it will work the same, you don't need to change the source code, thanks again to Simple Core I/O. But what happens when you are done with prototyping? In fact, you can just continue to use SimpleSwitch for your development, either on real hardware, or if you have a large software team, you can just take advantage of the virtual machine we provide, and you don't need to give them to all of them like some hardware. And when you're ready, you can integrate your applications using exactly the same recipes as the one that were used to build SimpleSwitch. So the move to production is smoothless because everything we provide is open source and can be reused in your final product. That said, keep in mind that everything we provide was designed to make it easy to develop, and the downside of this is the lack of security. So it is up to you to close this gap and to make sure that your production image is secure enough for the market that you want to address. I hope you enjoyed this episode and see you soon. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest episodes of our embedded software sessions.